Today is 22nd June and the topic for today is called insanity. Now, if I break it down, insanity means being crazy, okay, not being sane, being mad. Now, why are we talking about this? What is the essence of this in art specifically? The essence of this here is a lot of time we set goals for ourselves. For example, you people might be setting goals that you will study 4 hours today. Or somebody sets the goal that they will not get angry, getting up on time, staying in a place for a long while, sitting to study for a good time, and then you just leave. I have this thing where I promise that, I'll call my friends every Sunday. I call them once and for 2 months, I don't call them back. Then there are things like you will finish the artwork. This relates particularly to the artist. A lot of times, this is again for the artist that we think we will not be taking toxic clients or toxic friends. We know there are some people who, if we go into friendship or business with them, they will hurt us. But then the situation arises so that you think, okay, it is going to happen and let's do this. We don't hold back. Then the whole circle goes, we fail, and then we go again in the same circle. That is a problem. And that is what we are trying to solve today. That once you are through that circle now, once you have failed, failure is inevitable. But once you have failed, don't go back into the circle. Otherwise, it is a loop that is going to get created. And this will happen a lot of times we think, and I think this might have happened with all of you. I will start posting on Instagram. 4 days, 5 days, continuous posting, then we fail. I'll write a book. We write for 5 days or a week or a month, and then we stop. We start, but we don't finish. We get angry, but we are not able to speak it out loud. We are not able to talk to people. And the list goes on and on. Now, why does that happen? That happens because we hope that it will work. Go back into whatever has happened, your experiences till now, and you will realize every single time now you say, I hope it will work the next time. And then you go back again, it doesn't. Then you go back again, it doesn't. It is like you're hitting the same thing with your head, not working. And the reason for that is because hope is not a strategy. We need a strategy. Now, what is strategy? Strategy is a word that is used mostly in wars. Wherever you're planning something. Abhi, let's take the word planning. What is planning? Planning is thinking beforehand of whatever is going to happen and thinking in a very strategic, unemotional way. When we fail, we are full of emotions. So we kind of go back with that emotion and we hope. And whenever you fail, it hits onto your self-respect or ego or character. And you get emotional and you will say, I'll hit back again. But is that needed in the first place? So not a problem. Is that needed in the first place? My examples, I did CA for 7 years. 7 years. Attempted a lot of attempts. The problem wasn't that I wasn't bright enough to do it. The problem was unable to speak that I don't want to do it. First attempt goes, I'll try. Second attempt goes, I'll try. Third attempt, I'll try. But why are you trying? Where are you lacking? What is the problem? Not assessing that at all. So when we make a strategy now, the thing is, it will be hard. To go back, to fail and to keep doing it is actually very easy. Very, very easy. Because we go into this comfort zone now in which we do not have to change. I'm handling failure, a lot of failure. And it is not everybody can handle failure. We say that. But the thing is, it becomes our comfort zone. To change in yourself, to change in the character is actually the hard thing. So what we have to do is, let hope go. That is easy. Go towards the hard part. How do we do that? The first thing, failure. Now, there are 2 things you need to realize. And this is going to be the mindset when you are accepting failure. The first is failure will happen no matter with whoever it is. Okay. The biggest players in the world, the biggest scientists in the world, everybody has failed. So it is going to happen. It is not going to be that today we did a lecture and you go out in the world amazing and everything from now on becomes amazing and you never fail. This is not going to happen. You will fail, accept that right now. No matter what you are doing, accept the probability of failing. That is the first thing. The second is, if you fail, then how do we recover? We have to learn. That is the most important thing. A lot of time, artists make the same art. The problem is they don't learn. They don't learn new techniques, new ways of looking at it. They don't meet new people. Something new that is nowhere. They are just in the loop of their comfort zone. So the second thing is, you have to learn. And when you have this mindset, then 3 things will happen. The first one is you will reflect. If you failed in any of this or in any of your personal battles, why did that happen? We have to stop and think. First thing, that is something that we never do. We just hope. So the first thing is you stop. For example, let me just pick out an example that, let's just say I will not get ill this monsoon. Something that we all hope for. बारिश हो रही है, तबीयत खराब नहीं होनी चाहिए. सबके घर में बोलते हैं, सबको पता है, पर हम करते कुछ नहीं ना उसके लिए. If you realize right now, let's take an inventory, and this you can apply to any situation in your life. But what are you carrying? Is there a raincoat? Is there an umbrella? Are you drinking something that will save you from monsoon? Are you managing your drinks and any cold drink that you're drinking accordingly? That is the reflection. That is systematic reflection, not hope, not emotions, but actually thinking according to science. What are you doing that is causing it? First thing. Then, when you identify that, and this will be the hardest, change is the hardest, and change in yourself is going to be the worst thing in the world. Because when you have to change something in yourself, it takes a good amount of killing your ego. This will be emotional. But if you are able to change that, if you are able to say, okay, let's just say you love chocolate. I personally do. But if you do so much, if you eat it a lot, it is going to create a dopamine effect that you will crave again and again. That is going to lead to a lot of diseases, including diabetes. Diabetes does not happen because of sweets. But let me take this example for right now. So, I have so many chocolates in my bag or in my fridge, and it makes me hard to resist it. What do? Remove it from the fridge. The first initial actions will be the heaviest. So it will really take a good amount of killing your egos, a little bit of, your self-control will be tested. But once you do that, okay, then the third thing happens, implementing changes. When you do that, let's just say that there is this word and you people were trying to shoot me. First you hit, the thing goes here. Insanity is keeping the gun there only and pressing the button again and again and thinking it will hit. What we are suggesting is move it a little, then move it a little, move it a little, then move it a little. And suddenly what you'll realize is you're hitting the target, not by hoping or not by feeling bad, but by shifting stuff. So if you are stuck right now in anything in your life, and specifically artists, artwork, people face creative blocks, horrible clients not in getting enough leads. The biggest people that should post on Instagram are artists. And the least people who post on Instagram are actually artists because they hate self-promotion. But that is what we have to do. Think about it. Look out where we need to change and then implement it rather than hoping. So if you were in a stance where you were thinking, I hope that this happens, you need to open the fingers, grab something and actually do it. Alright, so I hope that helps you. And that is the lecture for today. Thank you.